Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss our next grammar lesson, that is verbs and its kinds. First of all, we have to discuss what is a verb. Verb is a word that refers to an action, a state of being or possession in a sentence. For example, I like pizza. Now, let's discuss transitive and intransitive verb. So, first of all, we will discuss transitive verbs. Transitive verbs. Verbs that need objects to complete their meaning are called transitive verbs. In such sentences, without object, we cannot get complete meaning of the sentence. For example, if I say we finished, students, are you able to get complete meaning of this sentence? Your answer would be no. Now, if I say we finished assignment, this time you can understand the meaning of the given sentence, as it requires object to give complete meaning. So, here finished is a transitive verb. Now, come to the next, that is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. A verb that does not require an object to complete its meaning is called an intransitive verb. For example, the temperature is rising. Here, rising is an intransitive verb, as there is no need of object to complete the meaning of the sentence. Now, let's discuss the next kind of verb, that is finite and non-finite verb. Verbs are divided into finite and non-finite verb. So, there is a question, what is a finite verb and what is an infinite verb? Finite verb. A verb that changes according to the time of action, present, past or future tense. The number of people doing the action, singular or plural, and the person, first, second, third person pronouns. Doing the action is called a finite verb. For example, Alex went to school. Here subject Alex performed the action in the past. So we use the verb went. Suppose the same sentence I have to say in present tense. That time I have to use goes at the place of went. So went is a finite verb. Now, not finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are verbs which do not change their forms according to the tense, present, past or future tense, or the number of people doing the action, singular or plural, or the pronoun used as the subject, first, second or third person. For example, if I say I like painting, he like painting, or they like painting. In the above sentences, the verb painting does not change according to the number of people doing the action, he, she or they, that is singular or plural. Such verbs are called non-finite verb. The verb like changes because it is a finite verb. Now we have to discuss non-finite verb. There are three kinds of non-finite verb. They are called gerund, infinitive and participles. The gerund and the present participle have the ing form, but their functions are different from each other. The gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun. The participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. Now we will discuss all the three kinds one by one. The infinitive. The infinitive is referred to as the to verb. They are formed by adding to plus verb form. For example, to come, to go, or to learn. An infinitive is a non-finite verb preceded by to. For example, he wanted to paint her portrait. Here, to paint is used as the infinitive. So, we use the base verb paint with the help of to. When an infinitive is used without to, it is called a bare infinitive. After modal auxiliaries such as will, shall, should, would, may, might, must, can, could, we use the infinitive without to. For example, you shall accept these terms, or he will write soon. Here what we find that the modal auxiliary shall and will is used. Along with it we use the bare infinitive accept and write. Now come to the next kind, that is a verb gerund. Gerund are ing form of verbs that functions as nouns. A verb that performs the work of a noun is called a gerund. Gerund is also known as a verbal noun. It ends in ing. For example, I like singing. Here singing is a gerund. Now come to the participle. Participle, a verb that functions as an adjective, is called a participle. Participle is divided into two parts. Participles are formed by adding ing, ed or en to verb. They are verb but work as an adjective. When a participle ends with ing, it is called the present participle. When it ends with ed or en, it is called past participle. As I told previously that participle is divided into two parts. So here it's clear that the two participles are present participle and the past participle. Now I want to clear it with the example. For example, dancing dolls are sold here. In this sentence, dancing is present participle. Here, I want to give you another example. The painted shop was inaugurated in the morning. In this sentence, painted is the example of the past participle. Now, I want to tell you the difference between the gerund and the present participle. That should be known by you. The gerund and the present participle are both formed by adding ing in the sentence. But they are different from each other. A gerund is a verbal noun. A present participle is a verbal adjective. Now, I hope all the things are clear to you. Thank you and goodbye.